Hello everyone, this is me, George Pestis. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about the psychology of selling digital products and what actually makes people buy. So today we're going to cover three essential topics that are basically the foundation of the decision making of making someone buy something right from you. And a lot of people don't know that, and it is based on like over three essential, or I would even call it on three essential, on the three founding elements of digital marketing, which is scarcity, urgency, and authority. And we're going to dive deep into them today because a lot of people do not, again, have these foundations and therefore they don't know how to exactly make someone proceed to the next step, which is, for example, get someone on your funnel, right, on your landing page, explore your products, and then proceed to make the next decision, which is, of course, buy something from you. And we're going to explore again these actions that basically are the key psychological triggers. And so let's dive right into it. So selling digital products isn't about luck. It's all about having the right psychology. It's all about having the right systems in place. And so, if you ever wonder why some creators make thousands from their courses or ebooks, while others just struggle to make a single unit or a single sale, the answer is very simple. It lies within how they use the psychology to influence buying decisions. And in this video, I'm going to break down the three key psychological triggers: scarcity, urgency, and authority, and I'll show you how to use them ethically. I want you to know the word ethically to drive sales. The problem is that most course creators or creators think selling is about having a good product. While this is very true, again, a good product is what will differentiate you from the rest of the competition today, because a lot of people again have shitty products. And again, I'm going to mention it all the time, like people have a lot of shitty products today. So if you actually want to stand out, you just can't have the best product. It's not that hard. You just need to make a good product, realize it, and once you do, you will have the best leverage and advantage you possibly could have. But while this is true, it's not what will get you the sales. The sales is very important, but it's very important, to have a good product, but it's not enough. The truth is that buying decisions are rarely rational because, as you know, people buy on emotions. Most people buy on emotions. There is a small segment in the market which buys on logic, but again, it's like, let's just call it 20% of people buy on logic. Most people buy on emotion, and so this is what we need to target. And once they buy with emotion, they justify it with logic afterwards. So we have to target emotions first and then logic. And if your offer isn't tapping into the psychological triggers that make people feel like they need what you have or what you're selling, then you're probably leaving sales on the table, like thousands of dollars or even millions, like at which level you are. The good news is that once you actually understand these key triggers, you can ethically use them to increase conversions without feeling pushy or manipulative. So, again, marketing can be very effective and it's ethical, right? A lot of people try to not be very ethical. They try to use fake scarcity, which a lot of people do that. And again, the market today has grown a very thick skin, and so it's more skeptical today. They need to educate themselves a bit more about your topic. Oh, wait, let me about your topic, about who you are, and that's why we create all of these touch points, right? Which is scarcity, urgency, and authority. And let's get into the scarcity, which is the fear of missing out. And people value things more when they feel limited or exclusive. This goes back, to millions years ago where people try to they basically limited the resources out that there were limited resources out there to survive, and so people had to fund them quickly. And this is basically all goes back to and it is engraved in our brains to for survival. And this works because again it creates FOMO, basically fear of missing out, and it makes people act quickly to avoid losing this opportunity. And as I mentioned before, the brain perceives scarce items as more valuable because it is engraved in our instincts. So how do you use it? You can use some limited availability, for example, only 50 spots available for this program. You can use deadline-based offers, so this offer ends Sunday at midnight, and exclusive offers, so this is only available for a select group of creators. An important thing that I should mention is that scarcity works best when it's real. A lot of people use fake scarcity today, which I can understand why. It is very, very bad. It can hurt your reputation, and people will most likely will never buy from you again. Most of them. Some people might not realize that it's fake, but they will catch up sooner or later because again the market today has grown a very thick skin, and so it needs to be more authentic, right? You need to approach it with more authenticity. Second one is urgency. So you need to make them to act now. And urgency makes people feel like they need to take action immediately rather than putting it off. A lot of people are procrastinators, and that's why urgency is very effective. And the longer someone waits, the less likely they're going to buy. Urgency reduces hesitation by creating a sense of immediacy. So, again, as mentioned earlier, or actually didn't mention it, the longer someone waits, they basically kind of forget about that pain that made them come to your website, check out your thing, and buy it, right? They kind of forget about it, they move to the next shiny object, and they just do that on repeat. So you need to have urgency in place in order to get the most out of people who try to wait longer, right? Because a lot of people wait longer and wait long, and they just eventually never buy it. And so this is a very big problem. And how do you use it? How do you leverage urgency? So you can leverage it by time limited bonuses. Sign up within the next 24 hours and get a free one-on-one consultation. You can have some countdown timers which are very effective. So you can use timers on your sales page to show how much time is left on the offer or on the sale. And you can have event-driven urgency. So join now before the next cohort starts. And a cohort, for those who don't know, is basically a spot limited spot group with which is a high ticket one. For example, 20 spot group for 2k a spot. And an important thing that I should mention is that you have to pair urgency with scarcity for maximum effect. Something like only 10 spots left, and this closes in 48 hours. When you combine those two, try to think what would work on you the best, because chances are it's going to work on your prospect as well, since it just makes sense. If this would work for you on you, it would work on your prospect as well. So the next one is authority. How do you build trust, or the power of trust? And people buy from those who they perceive or see as experts or credible sources. Authority builds trust and eliminates skepticism, which again is a very huge barrier today that you need to overcome. You need to find ways to overcome, and buyers feel reassured they're making the right choice when an expert recommends something. How do you use that? And again, this is very, very important, and it's testimonials and case studies. If you don't have one, I suggest you getting your hands on some testimonials and case studies, because they're going to be a game changer for your business, your course creation business, your course business. So how do you leverage them? You basically share success stories from your past customers, and you just show how good your product is, right? Because they will get some results. Then you show your credentials, so basically you highlight your experience or results. I felt over 200 creators scale their course revenue, something that builds your reputation, right, or credibility. And the last one is social proof. So basically, mention members. Over 5,000 students have taken this course and have seen some results. An important thing here is to be specific. Details like earn 10k in 30 days are more convincing than general claims like it worked really well, right? This is very funny actually when you think about it. And let's be clear, these strategies are very powerful, but they should be used ethically. So be transparent. If there's deadlines, stick to it. Do not create a fake urgency or scarcity. People smell it miles away, trust me, and you will just mess up your sales completely. Even reputation and your long-term game will be just dead. So never do that. Never. Oh, bro. Like how do I do that, bro? Every time. So basically never use create fake urgency or scarcity. So the next one is to focus on value first. Make sure your product actually delivers what you promise. And this has to do with a lot of with the fact that a lot of people make shitty products today. Whether that's e-commerce or like I don't know, any course right today, a lot of people try to get it done as fast as possible just because they think that once it's done, they just do most of the marketing. Maybe they're good marketers. I'm not going to deny that, but they just don't get any sales, right? Because again, the product, or they do get a bunch of sales. Like for example, they did a good launch, but long term, people are just going to report you, or they're going to harm your reputation because they will never get any results. And so they will start talking about you, how bad your course is. And if you think about long term, because at the end of the day, everything is built on long term. For example, our next one is build long term trust. And when customers feel like you've genuinely helped them, they will keep coming for more. And this is basically the opposite of what I was trying to say here. You have to help them, right? They will keep coming back and therefore increasing your lifetime value. And remember, the goal is to not just make one sale, it's to build relationships that lead turn to repeat customers. And let's have a small recap. So the first one is scarcity. So you create fear of missing out with limited availability and exclusivity. Urgency, you encourage immediate action with time-based offers. And authority, you build trust with testimonials, case studies, and credentials. And when you combine these strategies or triggers with a valuable product, selling basically becomes effortless. You basically have a system in place that is proven to work. And guys, it's selling or having a successful info product business is all about having systems that are proven to work. And if you're ready to take your sales to the next level, head over to my website and check out the profitable system. It's packed with strategies that help you increase your conversions and scale your revenue. And trust me, if you're interested, which you're probably interested, head out to the description and click the link and go check it out. I think you will find it very valuable. And if you liked it, you can actually proceed with the next steps that are on the website. And so click it. It's in the description. It's free. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and catch you in the next one.